Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on these really easy floral nails. I used some gel polishes as my base, but I used acrylic paint for all of the details. So I'm going to basically show you guys a full tutorial on how I did the floral nail. The rest is just what I did off camera. So if you guys are interested in a closer look at how I completed this nail, then just keep on watching. So moving right on with this tutorial guys, and first off, the gel polishes I used as my base colours today were number 74 Toasted Almond and number 76 Polar Dream, both by vynn. So for my base for this floral nail, I'm using a full nail of Toasted Almond. So I'm going in with the second coat here, and then I'm going to pop that into an LED light for 35 seconds. So as I mentioned previously, for the floral nail, I am going to be using acrylic paint, and the acrylic paint I'm using today is Liquitex Basics, and as you can see I have a whole multitude of colours just on my wet palette here. I'm also going to be using a couple of detail brushes to do this design. So starting with a fine detail brush, I'm going to start by doing the Greenery, and I begin by doing a sort of like a snake, it's kind of like tadpole shape, and then I'm going to add little green leaves all down this vine. And I really find that the only kind of advice I could give you here is to take your time. Anybody could do it. It is super easy to do and a really basic design. But if you take your time to work out the proper shapes and where you want to add all the little details, then your whole floral nail will come together. And I also find having a little bit of inspiration from a picture on Google, or like maybe a bunch of flowers or something like that just beside you, to give you that little bit of an idea of where you're wanting your greenery or your florals or anything just to fill in the nail. So as you can see, once I was happy with the position of that leaf, I'm now going in and colouring it in. And then I'm taking the same brush and also the same acrylic paint, and I'm just doing sort of like a little random sort of greenery at the top. So I'm just randomly adding little dots to make it sort of look like a leaf design. And then I'm going to go into with a lighter acrylic paint and add 2 leaves up there as well. So once I had finished filling in those leaves, I went ahead and switched over to a true red acrylic paint and the dotting tool that's on the end of this brush, and I'm adding a splodge of this acrylic paint to the corner beside the cuticle, and then I'm adding sort of like rough edges, and these are going to act as 2 little roses. Next, I decided to go in with this really cute cornflower blue colour, and I'm just going to go ahead and add tiny little flowers, one beside the greenery at the bottom of the nail, and then the other beside the greenery at the top of the nail. Now I switched over to some lilac acrylic paint, and I'm going to do the same sort of like effect that I did with the greenery, but this time it's going to be like a sort of like a little heather type floral head, and I'm just basically filling this in with different colours of lilac and also some white to bring out the details. So you will see that I keep going in with different shades of purple until I'm happy with how it looks. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a yellow acrylic paint and add some small dots to this little vine, just to add a little bit of added dimension and extra pizzazz to that, so it didn't look so barren and had a little bit of colour. I don't actually think I've ever saw a leaf in my life that had those little yellow things on them, but we will pretend that we see them all of the time. So now my elephant fingers are completely covering up what I just did there, but I just basically added small C shapes in a white and a pink sort of marble together, and I am going in with another pink colour and then a dark red and adding some florals to the side of the nail as well. So now that I have the basics of my floral mani on the nail, I'm now just going to go in and swap different colours and then add little flowers and tiny leaves until I completely cover this whole nail. So I started with the mustard kind of coloured flower with a little neon green leaf, and now I'm going in with different shades of green and adding some more greenery to where we had those already done florals. And then I'm going to add little blueberries in the nail where nothing else is, just to fill up that nail. And then I'm going to take some lighter shades and go ahead and do a little bit of highlighting in all of those little flowers we just did. So I am doing light blue in those little berry things. And then I'm doing a mix of different shades for inside the rose, some white, some pink, just to add a little bit of dimension and a more 3D realistic look to this florals. So as you can see, I did little small C shapes inside that roses. I went ahead and added small leaves as well, just to fill up that nail. And I'm going to go ahead and add white insides to the blue nail and also the two flowers that we did at the side. And then once I was happy with that, I'm going to allow that acrylic paint to completely dry. So while it is drying, I'm just going to take my detail brush with some isopropyl alcohol on it, and I'm going to go ahead and tidy up around my cuticles to make sure I have removed all of that acrylic paint before I go in with my top coat. So today I'm using the Victoria Vynn top coat to match the gel polishes, and I'm just going to float this down the nail and completely seal in my design. And then once I was finished with that, I popped that into an LED light for 35 seconds, and then I'm going to go ahead and remove the sticky layer with some nail cleanser before I go in with a matte top coat. The matte top coat I'm using today is just by Bluesky, but it's a really amazing top coat. I actually really love it. And I also went ahead and added that to the crystals because I wanted the crystals to be matte as well. But if you want your crystals to shine, be sure to completely avoid that because there's no way of getting it off once it's on. But I wanted to go for the whole matte look. So once I remove my nails from the light, I go ahead and sanitize my hand and nails, and then I also add some hand cream. And now I'm going in with some cuticle oil and really working this into my cuticles to make sure they're nice and moisturized after being through so much during this mani process. So guys, as you can see, for the rest of the nails, I went ahead and pierced my pointer finger because I'm absolutely loving pierced nails at the moment. I also did a sort of like half shape of the floral and then added some crystals to my ring finger, and then I added some mermaid powder in black to my pinky. So guys, that's us finally reached the end of today's video, and as always, if you did enjoy my floral nails, please give me a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie. I am a complete nail polish addict, and on this channel you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews and the occasional haul. So if that's something that piques your interest, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!